Hello, Chathu. Good evening. Welcome. How's it going? There's no puppy in the puppy zone right now, so I'm turning the puppy cam off. But Maple is awake. Maple is not sleeping. Maple is just outside peeing, so she will be back. And presumably, once she is back, you will get to see her on the puppy cam. So, how's it going today? I hope you're doing all right. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I'm doing okay. I assembled my first ever painted Gundam today. And the result is a disaster, but it was a valuable learning experience. And so that's the important part, right? I was doing it to learn. I know I did. I scraped the paint. So, Zafty, you say this is the perfect chance to learn some weathering. It's true. Ian said the same thing, actually, that this would be a prime opportunity to do some dry brush weathering to continue using it as a test bed. So, that's good. I may do that. Anyhow, what else is going on? What else did I do today? What did I do today? I got up, I cleaned the bathroom. That was my major claim to fame today. I went to the hobby shop and bought some more paint. Technically, I bought 5 different flavors of top coat today. So that was my trip to the hobby shop today. I painted. I got a scone. I got 2 iced mochas. I disassembled my entire airbrush setup so that and put it away. Zafty says, wait, 5 brands, 5 finishes, or some mixture of those? The answer to that is some mixture of those. I think I got 2 flavors of gloss top coat and 3 flavors of flat top coat from different brands to be able to see what the relative performance of each and how I like the way they work. What else happened today? I had some good pats of the dog. We had a delicious dinner. We had lemon pepper pork chops tonight, and that was very tasty. And I think that's about it. I don't think there was much else. Tomorrow is a holiday here in Canada and in the US, I think. So I don't actually have to work tomorrow, which is nice. So perhaps after the stream, I'll watch some more Gundam. Did I watch a movie? Yes, I watched a movie on Friday night and talked about it at length yesterday. As you will see in tonight's clip review. What Gundam am I on now? I am on no Gundam. I am taking a break. The answer to that is I will be on another entry grade RX-78 too, trying to do a better job of it than I did on this one. The movie that I watched was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah, yesterday's waffle even had a spreadsheet, which once again you will see lots about in the clip review tonight. Because Damn I Am Pretty went ham. I think Damn I Am Pretty single-handedly generated half of the clips in the waffle or in the clip review tonight. Oh, sorry, Zafty, you're right. I did say watch more Gundam. And if you were referring to which Gundam am I watching right now, then yes, I am watching Reconquista in G. Skirt01 says, hey, Matt, I'm in Vancouver visiting my sister. Do you have any recommendations for ramen places in the city? There are lots of good ramen places. Jinya Ramen right downtown is very good. Broadway, and there's a ramen place at Broadway and Yukon. Oh yeah, Menya Rizzo is really good. There's one down on Denman Street. Kintaro is really good. Those are my recommendations for you. Go to Kintaro or Jinya or the other one that I mentioned. So those are my recommendations for ramen. Ramen bar is actually not bad as well. There's just a place called the Ramen Bar. It's not bad. But Kintaro is the big recommend. It's just a pain in the ass to get to because it's in the deep West End. Yeah. So what else have we got to talk about this evening, if anything? I'm just staring at you, waiting for you to come up with something for me to talk about. Because if you don't, we're moving on to the clip review. All Quiet on the Western Front won the BAFTA for Best Film. I don't think so, Tim. Like, it's good, but it wasn't that good. It wasn't as good as the original, and the original was made 100 years ago. So... Any touristy things in Vancouver I recommend. Go walk the seawall in Stanley Park. That's a big one. You want to walk the seawall in Stanley Park. Meg, what else is there to do in Vancouver that's fun? Granville Island is fun. You can go visit Granville Island. Take the SkyTrain somewhere. Just because the SkyTrain is dope. The aquarium's good. There's just an incredible amount of good food here. So, I mean, you can hit a lot of restaurants of all different types. Nautical Museum. The Art Gallery. The Vag, as it is called. Yeah, the SkyTrain is a train in the sky. It is true. Science World. The Van Dusen Gardens are good. Queen Elizabeth Park is good. Yes, it is like a monorail, except that it is not got two. It's not got one rail. It's got three. So it is like a monorail, but it is not a monorail. It is a train in the sky. Actually, I think it's only two rails now that I think about it. Oh, that's right. It runs on two. The third carries electricity. But the train is induction driven. It's a magnetic induction drive, I believe. SkyTrain. Let's look it up. Let's learn about the SkyTrain this evening, everybody. SkyTrain. SkyTrain is a medium-capacity rapid transit system in the Metro Vancouver Regional District, serving Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. SkyTrain has 79.6 kilometers of track and uses fully automated trains on grade-separated tracks running on underground and elevated guideways, allowing SkyTrain to hold consistently high on-time reliability. The name SkyTrain was coined for the system during Expo 86 because the first line, the Expo line, principally runs on an elevated guideway outside of downtown Vancouver, providing panoramic views of the metropolitan area. SkyTrain uses the world's second longest cable-supported transit-only bridge known as Skybridge to cross the Fraser River. With the opening of the Evergreen Extension on December 2nd, 2016, SkyTrain became the longest rapid transit system in Canada and the longest fully automated driverless system in the world. The total lengths of the automated lines of the Shanghai Metro, Singapore MRT, Kuala Lumpur Rapid KL, and Dubai Metro have since surpassed those of SkyTrain. SkyTrain has 53 stations, served by 3 lines: the Expo Line, the Millennium Line, and the Canada Line. The Expo and Millennium Lines are operated by British Columbia Rapid Transit Company under contract from TransLink, originally BC Transit, a regional government transportation agency. The Canada Line is operated on the same principles by private concessionaire ProTrans BC, under contract to TransLink, and is an integrated part of the regional transport system. SkyTrain uses a fare system shared with other local transit services and is policed by the Metro Vancouver Transit Police. Are you okay? Did she? Ow. Ow. Anyhow, I'm scrolling down to the technology section because that's where the actual funding, design, technology. Control F, induction. There it is. It's linear induction. That's what it is. Third rail linear induction. That's the... Sorry, I'm just laughing because a moment ago Meg went, ow, and walked into the puppy pen because Maple bit her toe. And now she has put hiking boots on and walked out into the living room and said, try biting my feet now, bitch. Oh, dear. That made me laugh. All right, here's some additional fun information about the SkyTrain. The Expo Line and Millennium Line use Bombardier's Advanced Rapid Transit System, a system of automated trains driven by linear induction motors, formerly known as the Intermediate Capacity Transit System, ICTS. These trains reach speeds of 90 kilometers an hour. Including wait times at stops, the end-to-end average speed is 45 kilometers per hour. 3 times faster than a bus and almost twice as fast as a B-Line express bus. During cold weather, TransLink crews use hockey sticks to clear snow and ice from train doors, which would otherwise prevent some doors from being able to open. The trains are also slowed and staffed by TransLink attendants who can manually override the automatic controls in the event of an obstruction caused by snow or ice. Anyhow, somebody wanted to know what SkyTrain looks like. The answer is our rolling stock takes a variety of forms and shapes, but I will share with you some photos. Here we go. This is a Mark III SkyTrain. There you go. There's another example. This is a Mark II. That's not a Mark II. That's a Mark III. That's a Mark II. Maybe it's, I don't know. Wikipedia is probably smarter than me, so maybe that is a Mark I. Here you go. Here's a map of the entire SkyTrain system. Of course, there's no geographical map underneath it, so you can't see how it lines up with the city, but this is a Millennium Line station. You can see a Millennium Line train. That is what a Mark I looks like. That right there is a Mark I train. Okay, this is a first-generation Mark II. You're pretty sure you rode the SkyTrain as a fetus? Okay.
My mom was very pregnant with me at Expo 86.
Okay. Whereas Expo 86 opened after I was born, so at best I could have ridden it as a very small child.
Yeah. So beautiful.
I'm just scrolling through the photos on, that's a Canada Line train. Canada Line, very stupidly, uses different rolling stock than the rest of the SkyTrain system.
Not only that, but it's an entirely different system.
It's not linear induction. It's like a wholly different technology because public-private partnership.
Are inept.
Yeah. This is the inside of a Mark I train. The Mark Is are not very comfortable inside.
They're efficient, though.
Yes, they are. Here you go. There's a map of the... This one is definitely not to scale, but this is a map of the whole system with the geography of Vancouver underneath it. Princess Entil says, this chat is full of train nerds. As I say, on this channel, we stan a robust and well-funded public transit system, including light rail.
Light rail.
SkyTrain.
That logo.
It's a train in the sky.
But yeah, you should ride that when you come to visit Vancouver.
Yeah, this particular map...
this is cool.
This map is actually probably very close to scale. Like, this is actually pretty close to scale.
It has the distances between the stations.
Yeah, like the stations actually appear to be the correct distances apart.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Seems kind of stupid that none of the trains go to the major university in the city. Well, that's the secret, Siva Krydos. The major university technically isn't in the city. The University of British Columbia is, in fact, its own municipality with its own administration, independent of that of the city of Vancouver. For the record. But also, they are in the process of extending the train out there. And yes, as Lady Mix points out, that does cause problems. But they are in the process of extending it out. There is an extension. There is an extension of the SkyTrain currently being built along Broadway, and it's an extension of the Millennium Line, and it will be turned into a subway along Broadway. And phase 1 of that extension is going halfway to UBC. And the as yet unfunded, but very likely to be funded, phase 2 of that extension will go from Arbutus to UBC. The question was, when you recommend riding it as a tourist attraction, which line do you recommend? I recommend the Expo line. Take the Expo line from downtown, heading out of town towards Production Way. You can take it as far as you like. I would recommend probably taking it out to Metrotown. Ride it out to Metrotown Station. That's about a 20-minute ride. And then ride it back into town. The alternative is you can just hop on and ride the entire loop. You get on it at Waterfront, ride it out to Production Way, change trains at Production Way onto the Millennium Line, and then ride the Millennium Line back to Commercial. Then change trains back onto the Expo line and ride it back into downtown, just because of the way the system is connected. But you can actually ride a loop. It takes about an hour and a half to ride the entire loop, I think. Just make sure you don't end up on one of the extensions by accident, like one of the prongs. But the Expo line is the way to go. It's the Expo line is the line that was built for Expo 86, and so much of that line is, in fact, intended to be scenic and touristy. If you ride it from Waterfront Station, you get on in an old tunnel, an old train tunnel that was built under the city to run trains from the dockyard through the city and out of this, like out from under the city, and they repurposed this train tunnel into the SkyTrain tunnel, and then they built a different set of train tracks along the waterfront for the industrial trains. And then once it exits from underground in the city, this old historic tunnel, it exits into the open air and the Expo line. As you drive out of town on the Expo line, you get a really nice view of the city skyline and everything behind you.
Alternatively, ride the train out to Port Moody and go sample delicious beers.
Oh yeah, that is another alternative. You could ride the train out to Port Moody,
and then you can go through another tunnel,
and then go to Brewery Row.
Get overserved.
Yeah,
with
get absolutely lit with delicious beer.
And it's also like beautiful out there. Like it's quite scenic.
Oh yeah, Port Moody's very nice.
It's very outdoorsy. And delicious beers.
And delicious beers. Yeah.
My hat is see-through.
Yes. My recommendation to you, for the record, if you are planning a trip to Vancouver, you want to come in probably a period of time between late July and early October that doesn't include August. That's my strong recommendation for the time of year to visit Vancouver. If you come in June, you will arrive during what the locals typically call Junuary, where the temperature is around 10 degrees Celsius and it's rainy all month. If you arrive in May, May is quite good. May is quite good because May we get false summer.
First summer.
First summer. That's right. We get first summer in May.
Summer.
And that's usually like quite warm and sunny in May. Very pleasant. Late April and May is usually pretty nice.
Lulls you into a nice false sense of security.
Yeah, we might sometimes get our first heat wave in May, and it'll get up to near 30 degrees. But yeah, June is January, and it's cold and rainy, and January can last from like 3 to 8 weeks in duration. At the end of January, you get July, and July is usually very nice. The last 2 weeks of July and the first 2 weeks of August are usually pretty nice. The last 2 weeks of August, we get a heat dome that kills people. That usually runs into early September. Early September is smoke. That's smoke season, where we have the worst air quality in the world because we're being fumed out by all the forest fires. And then in October, it starts to rain, and it doesn't stop raining again until April of the next year.
That's not true. I managed to sneak out between rain showers today.
That's true.
I didn't wear a rain jacket at all today.
That's true. Log in for me. We are not on an island. Well, okay, so...
We're not on an island.
We're not on an island. We're on a peninsula. Vancouver is not an island. Vancouver Island is an island.
Now you're going to have to pull
But
out
Vancouver is not an island.
Now we're going to have geography lesson.
A peninsula on a peninsula. Well, it's all one peninsula. The peninsula is just hanging dong. Okay. Map of Vancouver, but ideally not a Google map that will dox me. Actually, I really need a map of BC.
Yeah.
Map of BC.
Oh, that one's good. The third one in.
This one?
Yeah. It's got colors on it. And you can see the difference between Vancouver and Victoria.
That's right. But yes, as Logan for me says, right, Loading Ready Run is on an island. You are on the adjacent landmass. That's correct.
Also known as North America.
Oh, yeah. This island right here, the big island. Oh, you can't actually see my... You actually can't see my mouse, but the big island at the bottom south of the map is Vancouver Island. And then Vancouver is not on Vancouver Island. It is on the main land the mainland. There's a reason Vancouver is called the Lower Mainland, and it's because it is in the Lower Mainland. Today you learned.
Quick, let's talk about Victoria Island, on which there is no city named Victoria.
Oh, God! Well, we're doxxed now.
Rip. Fine.
Anyhow.
I mean, we're kind of in like a river delta adjacent.
Well, we're in a river delta,
we're kind of between,
but we're actually, Vancouver is part of the land mass, like the mainland, though, right? Because this is an ocean inlet along the top.
Yes.
And the river comes in south of Vancouver.
Yes.
The river splits Vancouver and Richmond, but our land mass is connected to the rest of the province.
I mean, eventually nothing is connected.
Well, okay. Sure.
Shorelines are fractals, then tweed.
Yeah, there's not even a river. There's like a stream. But Port Moody, this is just an inlet. So we are, in fact, oh God, we are, in fact, connected to the mainland. That you just scroll up and, like, we're connected to all of this landmass. The weird part, the unexpected part, is that Vancouver is like British Columbia's dong. What do you hang on? Vancouver is like British Columbia's dong.
I guess kind of. This is like you really got to turn your head sideways and squint.
Well, sure, but we're the little dangly bit at the very bottom here.
I mean, technically, America is the dangly bit at the bottom.
Okay, America is Canada's
like
pants.
That.
And this is not news. America is Canada's pants.
Anyway.
Well, okay, so Login for me says we are in a river delta, but as I just described, we are not in a river delta. This is an inlet. This right here, this water mass at the top of Vancouver is seawater. This is an ocean. It is an ocean inlet. The river delta is the city of Richmond down here, where the river comes through and actually creates a river delta. Even more confusing is the fact that Delta, the city of Delta, British Columbia, is in fact not a delta. It is also a peninsula of the mainland.
Okay, so if we go through... Okay, so here's the thing. Would the river go through there if it wasn't...
developed?
Like this here. Like,
maybe.
So along River Road and along Highway 17. Like, if I was a river... I always want to call it Anasasis Island because that's how everyone says it, but
Anasasis.
I would just want to head straight south there. And I suspect that the river used to go south there because Delta is full of rich, delicious farming lands.
Oh, that's true. This may have been walled off. But anyhow, Delta as it stands presently is not actually a delta. It is a peninsula.
It's delta adjacent.
It's adjacent to Richmond's delta. Yeah. Anyhow, in further fun geographic knowledge, this little bit right here is America.
What's the name for that thing?
It's called Point Roberts.
No. That geographic
An
feature.
exclave. America has a couple of them, and they're both very stupid.
They're very funny.
Point Roberts is Sawason's condom.
Man, these people need a health class. That is not on there. Canada's gonna go knock someone up.
Just the tip.
Laron,
says,
please.
Well, so Damn I Am Pretty says, to be fair, the people making these maps didn't have satellites. You're right. but there's a story of like pettiness that led to the creation of Point Roberts. Because as I yeah, that's basically it. Is Zandai says they avoided the dumb exclave with Vancouver Island by intentionally swooping the border around it, and I believe the map makers came to realize that the tip of Point Roberts was cut off, and they went back to the U.S. with an amendment to the map, being like, "Hey, do you wanna give us Point Roberts, and we'll give you like some other piece of land?" And the American map makers were like, "No. No more changes." and so the map makers were just like, "Okay, if you say so, guys." As I recall. And then there's another one over in the Great Lakes. There's another stupid exclave. Yeah, right there. Right there. In the Lake of the Woods. There's this one. Which is also very stupid. Samwalk says, these people could be in Canada but don't want to be? Basically, yes. Not everyone is as enlightened as you, Samwalk. Sadly. Which is an experience I'm sure you're acutely aware of. Anyhow, remember how we were talking about the SkyTrain? You know, I do think of the P.O. boxes, but honestly, Point Roberts isn't where I get my P.O. box. I go to Blaine. Which is part of the mainland. I don't want my packages lost at sea. When a little boat ferrying packages from Blaine to Point Roberts gets caught in a storm and goes under. Princess Intel, no, you haven't missed clip review. We haven't even done clip review yet. Rolantia, I wouldn't go to an island for my P.O. box. Point Roberts isn't an island. It's a peninsula on a peninsula that is an exclave of the United States. None of these things are islands. Now I'm scrolling up for... Does the U.S. even use Point Roberts? Yes! The U.S. does use Point Roberts. There is a town there. And it is the case that at least last time I checked, there was not, in fact, a high school on Point Roberts. So kids on Point Roberts who wanted to go to high school had to get on a school bus, travel into Canada, across to Blaine, back into the U.S., go to school, get back on their school bus, cross the border from the U.S. into Canada, back over to back over to Tsawwassen, and then cross the border back into the U.S. So they have to cross the border 4 times a day to go to school. And yes, the exclave like that in Minnesota also has the same issue. Point Roberts has a population of 1,191 as of the 2020 census. I believe that declined in 2020, though. on account of COVID lockdowns, because the people in Point Roberts got like locked onto Point Roberts for a lengthy period of time. Also, when it comes to kicking the crown to the curb, I feel like Canada got the better deal between Canada and the U.S. Princess Intel is like, you should have joined us in whooping King George, and you know, I feel like I like our Commonwealth. I like our Commonwealth values. Pardon me while I go take advantage of some socialized healthcare. And no guns, except I say that and somebody got shot just down the street today. What's the best town or city, if applicable, in northern BC? The best town? I don't know. You get north of, like, Kelowna, and towns stop being very good.
Kelowna is not north, sweetie.
I'm aware. Yes, that I am aware. What I said was, if you get north of Kelowna, the towns stop being very good.
I mean, that's true. Best town? Northern BC.
I mean, I'd have to look at a map of BC to remember what towns are in northern BC.
Okay, so we got Smithers.
We do have Smithers. Smithers is pretty north.
Pretty good. Smithers is like the Nanaimo of northern BC.
Okay.
It's the big city.
The Nanaimo of northern BC. Smithers is like there, though. Like, that's not... There's a lot of north of Smithers.
It's true.
Dease Lake. I've heard of Dease Lake.
I spent a summer in Dease Lake.
Oh, that's right. You did. That's why I've heard of it.
Yeah. And we have a friend from Dease Lake.
Fort Nelson exists. It's got a bear.
Single bear.
A single bear. The northmost I've ever been is Dawson Creek.
Oh, really?
But I have been to Dawson Creek.
I've been to about where the 37 is.
Sorry, that's a lie. I have been as far north as Hudson Hope.
Oh, wow.
There's not a lot in Hudson's Hope.
Upper halfway. Pretty, though.
I mean, you get to that much wilderness that has nothing but a couple of churches and a corner store and a playground. It remains fairly pretty.
That's all of them. Oh, is that a picture of a camera? Wow.
That is, in fact, a picture of a camera. What did they take the picture with? Is that Kylo Ren? No.
Wow.
Kylo Ken. I'm using my Kylo Ken attack times 10.
These pictures are all taken in, like, the 2 weeks of summer.
Yeah. Anyhow, I have been as far north as Hudson's Hope. That's the extent of my northernliness. I've been through Prince George.
Prince George is a dump. Never go to Prince George.
Prince George is, in fact, a dump. That's true. Prince George is a glorified truck stop. And like, you can tell Kathleen I said that.
Prince George is sketchier than, like, the sketchy parts of Vancouver.
Yeah. Kathleen would probably agree. I've never been to Prince Rupert.
Me either.
Where is Prince Rupert? There it is. Prince Rupert. I've never been to Terrace.
Oh, I've been through Terrace a few times. Terrace has a nice airport. Very small. You can just... Actually, that's where I took my tiny plane. My tiny plane. That's where I took a tiny plane from.
There's Kitimat, BC. This is where the aluminum smelter is or used to be.
Yeah, there's a smelter there.
That's where they make tinfoil.
Yep.
Kitimat,
Algam.
BC. You can see it right there.
Yep. Oh, go up. North. Go west.
North and west.
Yeah. Stewart. I've been to Stewart.
Where's Stewart? Stewart. Ooh, right on the border of...
And... yeah, so it's right on the border, and you can walk over to... oh, what's the name of the town beside it? In Alaska. South.
Hyder.
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 Yeah, so there's a tiny little...
That's what you say when you walk into Hyder. Hyder. Canada Border Services Agency.
Yeah, so you have to show your ID. Like,
how is that the Google Street View of...
that's not the border. It's like a legit... yeah, go back. Go back a picture.
Hold on a second. I'm going to just pull up Google Street View.
Yeah, that's fine. This is a gravel road, by the way.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Do they even have Street View
They
there?
do not, in fact, have Street View here.
Yeah, so it's a little hut on the side of the road there. I mean, it is an international border, so they probably wouldn't be able to film going through it anyways.
You're probably right.
Even though it's a tiny hut on the side of the road. This is not Hyder.
No.
This is Vancouver.
Is it?
That's Tofino.
That's Kelowna.
Is it?
It says Kelowna at the top of the screen.
How did we just go from Hyder to Kelowna?
I don't know. I clicked on photos, and that's what it gave me. Also, my page has become selected, and it won't unselect, which happens sometimes.
What?
Sport check. Why is there a...
check the spelling of sport check, though. That's amazing.
Why is there a sport check? Scenic Sport Check BC. What? Why is there a sport check? I don't think there's a sport check there. I think that was a glitch of some kind.
It sure was. Very beautiful.
Yeah. Anyhow, there you go. You scroll out to this distance and you can see the towns that count.
Wow.
We've got
Dees
Stewart,
Lake.
Telegraph Creek, Dees Lake, Fort Nelson, Fort St. John, Dawson Creek, Chetwynd, Mackenzie, Smithers, and I mean, like, a lot of these towns don't really count. Houston.
Houston is very important. Houston is home of the world's largest fly rod.
Uh-oh. I said these are the towns that count, and it scrolled out far enough that Penticton and Soyuz don't show up. Scroll out this far, and these are all the towns that count. Although Soyuz still not on here.
I can't believe Likely is on there.
There's some weird choices going on. Also, why is the border so...
Because you have BC selected.
Yeah,
That's
but why is a Soyuz lake marked as not part of Canada?
I think you need to take this up with someone else.
That's not correct.
You're correct that that's not correct.
How much of Canada is boonies? Virtually everything more than 100 miles north of the border. Sorry, 100 kilometers north of the border. If you're... My guess is 2/3. No.
Like 99%.
No, like 99.9% of Canada is boonies. Canada is very, 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 very large and one of the least population-dense nations on Earth.
You realize that you're Googling.
I didn't want to go to Canada Post. I just wanted to Google Canada. Not www.canada, just Canada. Just search Canada because I wanted to go to Canada on Wikipedia.
Okay, it's like emptier than Wyoming.
All right, so...
I guess we are God. Our royal anthem is God Save the King now. What if God didn't save the king?
What if we weren't, in fact, a theocracy? That would be
A
nice.
constitutional monarchy?
Well, yeah. I mean, we are,
I'm fine with it.
but we do, strictly speaking, have a state religion. I don't know. We're in many ways like the opposite of the U.S. Where like in like
We don't.
officially we have a state religion,
Do
but in
Or is it just,
practice
like-
we keep it entirely out of politics.
Do we?
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia?
We are the king derives their power
Well, I know
from divine
why
right.
the king thinks they're the king.
And consequently, given that we have a monarch, the king, who gains their power through divine right as our head of state, we are an Anglican nation. Our church is the Church of England. We just don't refer to it at all because we're an incredibly multiculturalist society that believes in a
Yeah.
I can't think of the word, but keeping government out or keeping religion out of government. But they still say the words and things. They just don't consider it really very much when governing.
We're just like, yeah, dude, sure thing.
Yeah, that's basically correct.
Whatever, bro.
Density. There we go.
What is the density of Canada?
We are the 236th most densely populated nation in the world out of 248. Population density per kilometer squared. So our population density is 4 people per kilometer squared.
That's actually more than I thought it was.
That is actually more than I thought it was as well. 4 people per kilometer squared. Where does the U.S. rate?
Control F.
America.
American Samoa.
America.
You might have to just USA, because this is at the bottom of the page.
Oh. United States. United States is 35. How about Wyoming? What's
Wyoming is not a
Wyoming's population
country.
density?
It's not a country,
That's because
Matt.
I was trying to search here. I was just typing in the wrong place. Wyoming's population density is
D's nuts.
5.97 per square mile or 2.31 per kilometer squared. So yeah, ballpark Canada is just slightly more dense per kilometer squared than Wyoming. There you go. All right, so now here's a question. The least dense U.S. state is Alaska.
That's not a question, that's a statement.
So Alaska's population density, because I'm curious, is 0.49 per kilometer.
Squared. Yukon's got to be way less dense
That's
than that.
what I figured. Density. 0.08 per kilometer squared. So, in fact, Yukon Territory, which is right beside Alaska, has roughly 1/5 the population density of Alaska. So I will get to what Nunavut was, but it was my curiosity was Alaska and Yukon Territory are direct neighbors. I was curious to see what the relative population densities of those two are. Nunavut, undoubtedly even less dense.
Yeah.
0.02.
And it's the largest.
Yes, it is. I believe.
It is.
Area, rank, first. Yeah, land area, first. Nunavut constitutes 20.4% of Canada. What I didn't know is that Nunavut includes all the islands in Hudson's Bay.
Really? I didn't know that
Yes.
either.
So, like, you can see Nunavut from Ontario.
Huh.
Because there's like a 12-mile or like a 12-kilometer gap between those two.
Interesting.
But yeah, I have no idea why these islands, like, this is just a bird sanctuary, this island, but I don't know why it's Nunavut rather than Ontario.
Probably because, I mean, I assume someone in Ottawa was like, yeah, all the islands that are like in Hudson's Bay, they're yours. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. The other
And-
thing that's weird is like the cutting of this island on
Victoria
a weird
Island.
diagonal. Is that Victoria
I
Island?
think it is Victoria Island.
Okay.
We should check.
But anyhow, like, why not just? I mean, it's because it's on a longitudinal line. But like,
It's also,
why would you
it
not
looks like
divide
it's
it?
the border between Saskatchewan and Alberta as well.
Which is also on a longitudinal line.
Yeah.
But still, why would you not like divide the islands between the two territories so that there's not weird? I mean, it doesn't matter because
No one lives there
there's
anyways.
there's no border, right? Like there's no actual physical border
Yeah.
delineating any of the provinces or territories in Canada because you have complete total unrestricted free movement between them. But but still, why? Does border really matter as much as it does in the States? No. It does not.
The only like main difference is that like some provinces have a different drinking age.
Yeah. Like
That's really it.
That's really it. Because like all criminal law is federal. So it's not like you have to worry about the law changing from province to province because all criminal law is federal. There are some differences in sort of like administrative level stuff because
like moving provinces sucks because you have to change your healthcare.
you have to change your
and
healthcare registration,
driver's
and
licenses,
driver's license, and all
your,
that jazz.
like vehicle registration, insurance.
Provincial laws do exist, but they're non-criminal. the criminal code is federal law.
Yeah.
So you can get like a speeding ticket issued by a provincial, as a consequence of a provincial law.
So, but drinking and driving obviously bad? Don't do it.
Yeah.
But isn't it decriminalized in BC, but not in
No.
other places, or is it just decriminalized everywhere?
No, drinking and driving is incredibly illegal as a
No.
criminal. Like it's a criminal code
No, but
violation.
it's not. It's not
both.
usually charged as like because in BC usually you get like immediate roadside suspension rather than
it
getting
depends.
charged.
So that is actually, I would say, probably a consequence of like backlogs in the court system more than anything. But there are federal and provincial rules relating to drunk driving. And so the provincial rules are there so that they can take action immediately without pressing charges. And so that's your immediate roadside prohibition. That's your car impoundment. That's your driver retraining.
Yeah.
All that jazz, right? So that's the installation of a breathalyzer on your starter in your car.
Yeah.
So that at the provincial level, they can take away your driver's license. They can get you off the road immediately. They can do a bunch of things that are going to cost you a heck ton of money. They can send you back to driving school.
Yeah.
All of this when you get caught drinking and driving. If you then, while drinking and driving, they will do all this, and then it gets progressively steeper. Like the penalties get progressively steeper at the provincial level, up until the point where your driver's license is taken away forever and you're no longer allowed to drive. If you, at any point in this process, they could also charge you with a criminal code violation for drunk driving. But what they're likely to do is not do that because they have...
The burden of proof is higher.
Well, because, yeah, they would have to take you to court and charge you and put you in jail and take you in front of a judge and go through due process and all that. But if you kill somebody while drinking and driving, then yes, that is a criminal offense and you are going to, like, be charged. Or a premier.
Wow. I mean, okay, the premier didn't kill someone. And he was drinking and driving in Hawaii.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so point being, there is still a criminal code component, and they could charge you. They just typically won't because it's a huge pain in the ass to charge anybody with a criminal code violation for any reason. And then, yeah, you also killed somebody, which would be its own criminal offense. But that tends to be how a lot of Canadian, like, laws work, where you do something real bad and then you get a bunch of additional charges because of other things that you did that contributed to you doing something real bad.
Yeah, then they charge you with resisting arrest while they're arresting you. Yeah, that's my favorite.
But that was not what I was thinking of. But I was thinking of, like, you shoot somebody, so you get charged with murder, but then you also get charged with, like, a half dozen different weapons charges on top of it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But as far as I know, in Canada, you can have as many dildos as you want, so move to the true north and breed for all dildos. No, but chat is talking about dildos and how Texas you can only have 6 dildos in Texas.
That's why they like it bigger in Texas. You got to make them count.
Yeah. The number of dildos shall not exceed 6 is the number. We digress.
We do. All right, remember how we were supposed to do a clip review and it's almost 8 o'clock?
Yeah. I'm hungry again. I'm gonna go eat some ice cream. Have fun. Bye.
All right. See ya. Now we're talking about buying too many dildos just to see if anybody will press charges in chat. I stumbled across a TikTok yesterday of a guy, like, trying to break silly laws in the UK in front of the police. One of which was it is illegal to suspiciously handle a salmon. So this portion of the video that I saw was this guy with a salmon that he had bought from a fishmonger, just, like, cradling it, like, not in a bag or anything, just, like, cradling a salmon in his arms and, like, running down the street and, like, creeping around with the salmon, trying to get somebody to decide that he was being suspicious. And people would, like, what's going on with the salmon? He's like, do you think I'm carrying it suspiciously? And they're like, no. It's weird, though. It's got me very curious as to why you're carrying a salmon. I'm trying to do it suspiciously. Well, you failed. Anonymous Gifter, thank you very much for the gift sub. And congratulations to Jackie Lantern 234 for your sub. All right, I am going to tell a joke, and then we're going to do our clip review. That's right. But first I have to find a clip joke. Oh, I'm going to tell 2 jokes, then we're going to do our clip review. Someone tried to steal my gothic corn. Bro, that's macabre. Oh, good grief. Oh, hi, Fuki. How are you? Did you know that Jesus owned a Honda, but never spoke of it? It's in the Bible, John 12:49. For I did not speak of my own accord. What do you call two friends that are very good at math? Algebros. What kind of math do birds use to build their nests? Twigonometry. Did you hear about the new AI company run by goats? They're using bleating edge technology. All right, that's good enough. Let's move on to our clip review. All right, we're back. It's time for the clip review. Let me get the poll up on screen, and then let me make sure that the clip review is actually functional. This is all stuff I should have done before the stream, but didn't. So here we are. There you go. Clip review. Once more into chat, just in case you missed it. All right, starting us off this evening, we have a clip. I promise. We have a clip titled A Knee-High Montoya. What brings you to the Hall of Flames this evening, adventurer? How will you respond? My name is Uuzela Vuvuzela. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Next, we have Alas, Poor Zafty. Did you know that I could time out a mod? Oh, I demodded him! Alas, poor Zafty. All right, this one is titled Become the Messiah 1. Walk in the footsteps of Jesus in this incredible first-person retelling of the story of Christ from birth to resurrection. Perform amazing miracles, interact with a cast of biblical figures, and travel around the Holy Land from Jerusalem to the Galilee. Become the Messiah in I Am Jesus Christ. Next, we have Become the Messiah 2. I Am Jesus Christ is a simulation like no others. Are you prepared to fight with Satan in the desert, cure the sick, and help the needy? Perform over 30 iconic miracles from the feeding of the 5,000 and healing lepers to the calming of the sea and giving sight to the blind? Recharge the Holy Spirit's power through prayer as brand new concepts work in conjunction with timeless tales. I Am Jesus Christ is inspired by the New Testament and hopes to spread the gospel uniquely and engagingly. Journey through over 10 hours of gameplay across the desert, water, and mountains, all culminating in the famous story of Christ's crucifixion and resurrection. And we have Become the Messiah 3. Maxim Vysochansky, CEO of Simula M, said the initial inspiration for the game goes way back. You don't say. Basically, over 20 years ago, I was so inspired by computer-animated movies like Shrek and Toy Story that I thought it would be great to make such a movie about Jesus Christ. He said, over time, the idea began to take the shape of a video game. All right, that was Become the Messiah. Next, we have Beef Ledger. Why does this guy look like the Joker? Oh, you want to know how I got these scars? This one's titled Coward. The ABC series don't count. They count, but they don't count. The Netflix series don't count. They count, but they don't count. The young adult series, Runaways and Cloak and Dagger, don't count. Hellstrom doesn't count. But WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki. And I'm not going to slot these in order. I'm going to just put these at the bottom for the sake of Inhumans is definitely canon. Well, Inhumans is canon to an alternate universe. This one is titled Dawning Realizations. So we plan to rewatch each TV series in a week? Well, probably not. Probably what we would actually do is start recording well in advance of this date so that we're not on a weekly treadmill for a year. Very likely we would start this in mid 2023 and record a bunch of episodes. So we have some more time. All right. This one is called Elmo Love Revolution.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
The time is now! Elmo think Robon has right idea.
All right. This clip is titled Golden Retriever. And it might be my favorite clip of the week. Baltimore 667083. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. All right, this one is titled He Only Speaks in Star Wars Now. The biggest thing that stuck in my mind after watching it last night was this movie in its broad strokes is just Rise of Skywalker again. Except this time it's kind of good and mechanically functional. Lau, thank you very much for the gift sub. Congratulations to Raincoast Bear. All right. Back end. Alrighty. Wait, I should actually be on the right scene. That's the wrong scene. Why are you capturing that display? Why indeed? It was not the sleep of times. It was not the worst of times. It was not sleeping time. It was playtime, according to Maple. So, after throwing a fit for a few minutes, we ended up letting Maple back out of her crate and putting her in her playpen. And Meg came out to sit on the couch just to keep an eye on her, and I stayed in bed because I was permitted to stay in bed. And consequently, and subsequently, Meg fell asleep on the couch, and Maple fell asleep in her playpen, and I fell asleep in bed, and then we all slept until 10. That was our morning this morning. Fuji types in chat, never use display capture. You can't stop me. And apparently I missed, is this art? Is this art? Black Panther 2, Ant-Man 3. You can stop me? Can you? Still? Then Guardians 3, Captain Marvel 2. Then we have Captain America 4, Thunderbolts Blade. For the record, the only reason I'm using display capture is because game capture wasn't working. Oh, jeez. Oh. Is Captain Marvel 2 and the Marvels different? No. I was just using short form names. All right. This one is titled Master Beaten. Master Beaten. Another adventure. Vorlon Scout, thank you very much for the gift sub. Congratulations to Fuji. Yes, I'm 12 years old, Fuji. You know this. And to Princess Intel, I liked Ant-Man 3. I would give it a thumbs up. Apparently, this is a hot take, but I liked Ant-Man 3. I thought it was good. All right, this clip is titled Matt Disapproves. Matt dropping hot takes. Play Bloodborne. I don't want to play Bloodborne. It was a bad game when it came out, and it's only going to be worse now. That was taken out of context. I thought we were talking about Blood Rain. And I did retract that after the fact. When I realized that we were talking about Bloodborne and not Blood Rain. This one is titled, Oops, Wrong Name. Tease. Wow, I really am just giving thanker to BJ here, aren't I? I shouldn't have named my character Vuvuzela. I should have named him Hummer. This clip is titled Professional Thrower Under Buses. It is pretty much the most comic book... Oh, I'm getting a phone call, which suggests to me that Meg has locked herself and the pup out. So give me just a second. Hello? You need to be let in. Okay, I will buzz you up. As suspected, Meg did not take keys. Webmeister Bud, thank you very much for the raid. You were playing Forza Horizon 5. Awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good time. This clip is very long. You're right. I didn't even mute the mic. I was so sure. Spoiler free, sure, in order to understand what's going on there. What about Hawkeye 2? She'll just show up. It won't matter. The events of the series won't matter. She'll just be there and be like, hi, I'm the new Hawkeye. And she'll get a little introduction for the people in the room that she needs to introduce herself to, and that'll be it. What about Wanda turning evil? Wanda's dead, so again, doesn't matter. Spoilers for Cap 4. So I'm saying Falcon will not have the shield. No. The fact that... Okay, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What happens in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? What happens in Falcon and the Winter Soldier is Falcon, having received the shield from Captain America at the end of Endgame, took the shield and donated it to a museum in the first episode. And then in the last episode, fully embraced the shield and got it back. And so literally the only thing that changed between the end of Endgame and where Captain America 4 happens is that he will have gotten a suit. And at no point in any previous in any previous MCU movie have we ever cared that a character got a new suit between movies. And I'm right. And here we have Synchronicity 34. The absence of Maple of our discontent. The evil is defeated. Look at this perfectly functional cable that you're making me destroy. Well, that you're making Meg destroy. See, it was fine! It's so indestructible it can't even be cut!
That's actually quite warm. Hey, here's another one. There's an M on it. Fine.
The M is for Matt now.
Sure. Happy Valentine's.
What a good face. And finally, what are we doing tonight? Let's go beat up some cultists. Let's go beat up some cultists. Let's go beat up some cultists. And then we'll take their loot. And I think, if I'm right, that is the last of our clips for the evening. We've covered them all. So we're going to head back to our main scene. We're going to do our traditions. Get your votes in. And remember, you can get your votes in at this straw poll link, which I am about to post for you in chat. You can go get your votes in. And then we will crown a new monarch of the week. So yeah. Go vote. And we're back. Diabor says, Matt, your MCU list on Letterboxd confuses me. You have Wakanda Forever at 4 stars and 25th in the list, but Ant-Man 3 has 3.5 and is at 10. This because stars and how much I enjoyed something are two different things. I use those ratings independently. Stars is how good a movie I think it is in terms of, like, technical proficiency and, like, trying to do its thing, knowing what it's doing, and accomplishing its goals, versus how much I enjoyed something is how much I liked the movie. And I rated them in order of how much I liked the movie, or sorry, I ranked them in order of how much I liked the movie, but I give them stars based on how good I think the movie is. And I think Black Panther 2 is a very good movie. I think it's seriously flawed in ways that the first one isn't, but I think it's a very good movie. But I don't like it. At least I didn't like it as much as I liked many, many other MCU movies. Whereas Ant-Man 3, I had an absolute blast watching. But I thought I didn't think it was a particularly amazingly well-made movie. That's basically what it comes down to. Anyhow, I did say last night when I put it on the ranking list that they went in a, like, half-considered gut reaction kind of way, and that I was not, like, that I didn't say I would stay, that I essentially didn't commit to standing behind those rankings. That's just sort of where I thought they fit, as a gut reaction. That's why. But this is why there is going to be a countdown to Infinity at some point in the future, because I will have to revisit all the movies and TV shows and decide where I think they all fit. Okay, it's time for our traditions. Here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Everyone, please brace your ear holes. And no, I do not have bad opinions. This is my house. I am the only one here with good opinions. None of you are free of sin. Garcon, can I have a drum roll for our beverage, please?
Emotional, damn it!
That was the wrong clip. That was also the wrong clip. All right, Sam Wonk, you have one good opinion, and that is that Loki is bad. This evening, we have a Driftwood Brewing Arcus Pilsner. There is no copy. Oh, wait, no, there is copy. Let me read the copy, as I am wont to do. Oh, draw your feathered flame, line up your mark, let golden arrows trace with brightest daylight our earthly dome, and chase away the nightly darkness. Now loose your fletchings, fire, release your spark, from higher still let rays now take their flight, that we may gaze upon your golden grace. Shine brightly, Arcus. It is indeed a beer. It's indeed a beer. Show the picture on the can. What is Family Day? Family Day is a holiday that takes place tomorrow. It's Family Day. All right, let me select my clips, and then we will proceed to crowning a new monarch for our stream. Family Day is, you're right, it's a day to spend with family, and no one actually does that because it's also often a POW day, and so you leave your family at home and go skiing. That's what Family Day is for. Yeah, that's right. Beg just shouted from the other room, no fam on a POW day. POW, fresh powder. A powder day. A POW day is a thing you would know about if you skied. Which you should, because skiing is great. Sandai says, Matt, I live in Florida. All right, let's find out who is our new monarch. Who is our previous monarch? And who is our new monarch? Community. Roles manager. Who was last week's monarch? Whose head are we removing? Kosar Prime. All right, off with your head, Kosar Prime. And who is becoming... Ooh! We have a new monarch this week, which will surely go well. Our monarch for this week is none other than Sam Wonk for the clip Golden Retriever. Sam Wonk says, all it took for me to be everyone's favorite was for Matt to literally say that he wanted me to win. Which is true. I did vote for it. But I also voted for our second place, which is login for me as the evil is defeated. You want to see the clip again? All right, I'll show the clip again. We'll show the clip again. It's a good clip. I can go now? All right, here we go. your clip of the week. It is a really good clip. Alrighty, so Sam Wonk, you get to become our monarch this week. If you so desire, you get to name the Discord. I know you're taking a break from the Discord, but feel free to name it anyhow. And I think with that, we are good to go. It is merely 8:15, but but I think we're good to play a video game. So let's do that. I'm gonna load that up. Once again, it's looking at the wrong monitor. Oh wait, no, it wasn't looking at the wrong monitor. Let's go. $21. All right, waiting for the queue to complete AMA. I like that my display capture effed up and Fuji wasn't here to yell at me. Or is, but didn't notice. Alex says, why am I your bestest friend? Great question. No further questions. I think Meg has some words for you, Sam Wonk.
There's some words for you, Matt.
Oh.
I thought I was your bestest friend. Aren't we bestest friends?
Yes.
There was a pause.
Well, I had to consider Maple's
There was a
feelings,
well?
too.
I have never once bitten your foot. I have never once bitten you
You're airing our dirty laundry. Things are getting very horny on Maine.
I have never once bitten you so hard I drew blood. I have never... What Maple did to you several times today, which caused you to yell out in pain, I have never done that to you.
Oh dear, things are getting remarkably lewd.
Is it lewd?
The new name of the Discord is to be Witchcord? I like it. Cute. I'm way too zoomed out right now. Let's get right up in my Chocobo's taint. Brownie, yes, I am definitely. In fact, I think I'm 11. I think I'm 11 levels ahead of the MSQ right now. All right. It's Claxio. That's a weird sound.
Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Kamuxio that this one will never go back. Never! Touched ones! Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone.
Be on guard, Uwuzela. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amal Jah tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity.
They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done.
Oh, brownie points. Honestly, I missed that you said Choaka. I fully just read it as Cloaca. That's why. The Sylphs got Norded. Oh no, not the Sylphs. What in the There is a whole ass Malbro over there. Oh, sorry, it's a Moorball. It ran away.
This one is safe. This one is so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Komuxio, and Meddling One as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Komuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace and be with Kamuxio and friendly ones.
Bye.
Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath.
When is the phase when a dog sleeps 18 hours a day supposed to end? Around about the time they start sleeping 24 hours a day. I mean, you asked!
This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful One saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. But Elder One is...
Am I cheerful? Is that what I am? I'm cheerful?
This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of a walking one named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscaron for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One, please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry, these ones are not safe until Elder One returns.
Someone says, oh no, that cheapest soap is branded a for men soap. I'm gonna have to spend another 40 cents buying the one that isn't. No, lean in. Buy the tactical soap, Sam Wonk. Give us your best Buscaron with a rolled R. How's that? Where in the balls? Why would I want to associate my soap with slate gray? It's charcoal! It's activated charcoal soap. To truly exfoliate your nethers. Oh, there's a little rave going on here. It is Bruno Mars, yes. I love that everybody with the light sticks is like raving. This is legitimately just hilarious. That's the kind of thing that, like, legitimately I would like to unlock the Bard class.
Oh, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elders gone missing, you say. Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the tempered ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask that you call upon Giamolka at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that the wood whalers are needed in a search effort.
Oh no, you read a review for the soap. Is it good soap? Does it turn out that the tactical soap is legitimately good? I want to know more about this soap. Subject line perfect, text great price. I want a link to the soap. I want to know what soap you're looking at. I'm the wrong person to talk to about soaps, though, because I really, really love a fancy soap. I am a sucker for a really fancy soap. I have, like, goat milk soaps and, like, pressed oat soaps and vanilla peppermint soaps. Because I am a sucker for artisanal soaps. Aren't I a sucker for fancy anything? Well, okay. Yes, that's true. How do I have all these soaps in my 600 square foot apartment? A message from Commander Hulot, you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The wood whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. All right, speak to Buscaron. Due south of here. All right, Buscaron, I'm coming for you. Bereft of hope. That person's name is Bereft of Hope. Oh, no, I don't like Lush. Lush's soaps are way too fragrant. They smell like a perfume bottle exploded. That's not for me. No. I like soaps like actually artisanal soaps. Like Rocky Mountain Soap Company. Handmade soaps. Rocky Mountain Soap Company makes a vanilla mint soap that I really like. That is neither an antelope nor a doe. Anyhow, really what I want is, why do I want soap that's vanilla mint? Because I like the scents. I like the way it smells. But in truth, I really should get like a good strong peppermint soap. Peppermint soap is very, like, refreshing. My shampoo has peppermint oil in it. And it is incredibly refreshing to use. My peppermint shampoo is also vastly too expensive. So I have to use it very sparingly. But God, it's nice. What's wrong with the lightning? Damn, I'm pretty. We're talking about shampoo at the moment. Shampoo and lightning in the game, apparently. Watch the shadows. Oh, interesting. Yes, the shadows change. Huh. Hello, Buscaron.
Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side of... Eh? Not here to fill your belly then? Ah, a hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell two of them apart. If you the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You'd never know. You might even stumble across the sylph elder yourself. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it is only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Buscaron in return? Right, then let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down on their head.
I can't help but notice that Cotillion is everywhere I'm going to just before I get there. I'm being stalked.
What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes in your face? Norfolk's teats, that's cold. What do you mean, no fighting? It's just white scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin for now.
All right, your mead-soaked patron has been dealt with. Nicely done, Uwuzela.
Nicely done, Uwuzela. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskwhite Elezen. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwhites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the Druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think?
Oh, I got an egg of some kind.
I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disciplined, I have a favor of my own to ask you. There's a current friend of mine, you see, name of Teteroon, a good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at my brother's for a spell after that, got to walking about, striking out on his own. He did, and not long after cast his lot with a merchant bound for La Nocia. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his. This scarlet earring. I know he was fond of this thing, but he must have just forgotten it when he left. So I'd like to see that it gets to him.
Okay, the combination of comments in chat. I can't tell what accent you're trying to go for there. An outrageous one. It bounces between Quebecois and Cajun. I'm not sure it bounces between either of those things. I think an outrageous one is most accurate.
Can't say for sure where he ended up, but it might be a friend of mine can. A Rogadin fellow named Ben Singh. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Lominsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there.
Aww, that's a good lump under a blanket next to its bed. Limsa Laminsa. Limsa Laminsa. This way. Goblin Diplomat is that person's name. Boba. Ableton Live Suite is dressed. Look at this outfit. This is the world's most noir detective Taru, or Lalafell. Hello, Cotillion. Very sneaky. Hello, Bane Singh.
Found your way to Hawker's Alley, friend. A Quern that worked at the Druthers. Aye, you speak of Tetaroon. Related to that Kyoko rune bloke just over by there, by some blood or another. Two of 'em put in together and were making good coin. But old Tetaroon up and left Limsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to when or where, why or where. You're better off asking Kyokyo-rune himself. He can be tight of lip, though. I warn ya. Best to take this chicken egg with ya. Little bastard loves the bloody things. Huh. Good to hear about old Busk, though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send a venturer along. Too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool.
For the record, it was this week playing this game when I realized that the age group in scouting known as the Venturers probably derived their name originally from the word adventure. Because I am very smart. What on earth?
Customer, be welcome. Not customer? Not come with custom? Kyokyo-rune, busy with business. Too busy for blather.
I do know venture is a word.
Oh, chicken egg. Kyokyo-rune, love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Tetaroon. Tetaroon, no here no more. Tetaroon, leave Limsa. Tetaroon, go look for Sparklies. Now is working at Trading Post. Good Trading Post. Forget where Trading Post is. Weinberg, no Tetaroon. Weinberg, no Trading Post. Weinberg at Ferry Docks. You go to Ferry Docks. Kyokyo-rune, forget things. Weinberg, remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyoko-rune.
To the ferry docks. Is the Fisherman's Guild. Hello, Weinberg.
Tetaroon? I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north by way of the ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. Skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, start by asking Aldfoot. He's an old hand, but knows a great deal about a great many things.
Aleport. Take me. Yes. All right, we made it. You're not the ferry skipper. I know for a fact you're not the ferry skipper. The ferry skipper's Lola.
Tetaroon? Yes, I saw him. That is to say, I've seen him. Took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. Was looking for a place run by his fellow Kikern. I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake. Memaroon's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it.
Onward to Memaroons. Oh, Callus Bun Boy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Strawberry Bun. Lawrence Sith. Tell a joke, hey? Is there an auto run button? Asking for a friend. R. Ah, there we go. Can trees poop? Yes, that's where number 2 pencils come from. What's with the game screen going black every once in a while? It's when I tab out of the game. That's why it goes black. How would a satisfied poker player describe his job? Ideal. Why can't you hear a dinosaur pee? They're extinct. Why do tigers eat raw meat? Because they can't cook. Goose feather pillow manufacturing is quite a complicated process that I could explain, but I don't want to talk down to you.
Customer, be welcome. Not customer. Not come with custom. Bring something for Tetraroon. Tetraroon, forget this. Forget Atrothers. Tetraroon swore would never forget earring. But never forgot. Tetraroon, think. Tetraroon, think. Good Buskaroon doing good. Good Buskaroon, good Tetraroon. Tetraroon, miss. Good Buskaroon. Yeah.
I want to see this hat. Oh my god.
Good Buskaroon. Help Tetraroon. Tetraroon dead without good Buskaroon. Must give thankies. Many thankies. Tetraroon make Kikern firewater for Buskaroon. Buskaroon love firewater. You help Tetraroon make firewater? Need thingies to make. Need many thingies. Need Coral Pup whiskers. Need 3 good Coral Pup whiskers.
Alright, let's go murder some coral pups. Why always murder? Why not relieve them of whiskers post-life? I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm just aiding them into that post-life position. Whoops. Bad kitty. I'm just kidding. All kitties are bad. All right, back to Teteroon we go. A man is going to come all the way up on the front porch brandishing my soap, Samwonk says, and the lump is going to have to yell at him really loudly to make him go away. I was just going to say, yeah, and the problem is that it has a 100% success rate. The lump yells and the man goes away. Perfect reinforcement, that.
Teteroon, make firewater for Buscaroon. You bring thingies Teteroon need? You brought all thingies. Teteroon, make firewater now. Make good firewater for Buscaroon. Teteroon, start making firewater now. Good firewater take time, more good. You come back later.
It's later.
Teteroon, make firewater. Good firewater. You take to Buscaroon. Good firewater for good Buscaroon. Tell Buscaroon no drink now. Tell put away 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Teteroon hopes Buscaroon happy. Teteroon gives Buscaroon thankies. Many thankies, you tell Buscaroon. Teteroon make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Make many sparklies. All thanks to good Buscaroon.
Back to the Black Shroud at Quarry Mill. Hop aboard the Chocobo, everyone. She McWhiskers! Croaken Erdnot. Uh-oh, I've joined a Fate again. Look, it's a puppy butt. You're taking the bean out for a pee? Oh, was she barking? Oh, I super didn't hear it. All right, we're back to Busker on Struthers.
Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Tetraroon's belongings to him. What's this? For me? Kikern, fire, water. So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, is that all? Oh, bloody hells. Who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. What say you come back then, friend? We'll see if we can make it through this bottle together.
The very next quest, he's like, it's been a year.
There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this was a place near to here, a place we've never known a sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like the missing sylph elder among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen.
Further evidence that somehow the base game and all expansions take less than a year. We've yet to share that drink. I would have liked it if 1 year after A Realm Reborn, they had released a content update that included a quest with this guy to share a drink. That would have been cute. Rosehawk Rainbow. Babu Frick! Do the servers still melt every expansion? I believe they did melt on the previous expansion before this one. Or, like, on the most recent expansion. And I expect the servers will melt again when the next expansion comes out. Uh-oh, I'm being attacked by monsters. Why are you attacking me, monsters? I'm so much higher level than you. So I'm given to understand that there's like an architectural reason for the problems that Final Fantasy XIV experiences on a launch, because their particular launch issues are way, way, way more severe than any other RP like MMO. It's clearly not just an issue of capacity. Because that's what AWS is for. All right, now we go back. Excited for Hellboy High Voltage? Not particularly. Who are they going to hire to play Hellboy this time?
So, was there aught to be found in the wood? What did you come to? Garleans in this part of the 12's wood? First Sylphs and now Garleans, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the Sylphs, tracking them, or giving chase, mayhap? But no, not this far into the forest. The whalers' spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they? Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spires stand, and when the whalers watch, a Gridanian traitor.
Ooh! Upgrade pants! Upgrade pants!
I'm glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as I was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I could not help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler is working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Uhuzela, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it, and him. If it comes to that.
Channing Tatum is Hellboy? I'd watch it. Okay, now where am I going? Speak to Laurentius. Oh, he's like right over there. You hate Channing Tatum? What's there to hate about Channing Tatum? Dude's like a teddy bear.
Can't you not see that I'm on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks.
Doesn't this music sound like Castle in the Sky? I don't know.
Not long now. To think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis little wonder the Empire has risen to such heights, if only the whalers paid men their worth. You! What did you... How long have you... Help! 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 Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I'm under attack.
So, I have truthfully not actually seen Castle in the Sky. Zafty? I'm sorry, Zafty. Of all the people in my chat, if there is one singular person who does not have a higher ground from which to yell at me, watch it tomorrow, Matt. Not every person can see everything, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Castle in the Sky.
How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans.
Speak with Laurentius yet again. I mean, I'm sure I'd like it. Once again, not every person can see every piece of media that exists. I see a lot of friggin' media. I just haven't happened to have seen that one. Stardog, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I mean, if I was going to watch it, I would definitely watch the Japanese VO.
How long do you keep this up? How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough! Enough, I say! It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty. But in the end, it's those with money who do as they will, who live as they will.
So, like, sure, the dub may be amazing. That's fine. But I'm going to have to watch it with subtitles anyhow. Because I watch everything with subtitles. Because I have difficulty hearing in one ear. So I'm going to have to watch it with subtitles anyhow. And consequently, I may as well watch it with the original voice direction.
So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes, and I took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger, too.
02, thank you very much for the gift sub. Not the gift sub, for the resub, now for 25 months.
Though you do not yet realize how much. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. Garleans, I've brought the Lullafell bastard.
Look at their dumb hats.
Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of gil to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting a great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way of it.
Wait,
So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did ya? You there, Lullafell. You stand here at old Busk's wish, no? And you don't stand alone.
Samwonk, why are you naming movies? What movies are you naming? What is the theme between the movies you're naming? I missed how this conversation started. Basically everything Michael Mann makes. The 90s to 2000s post-bullet hell pre-CGI fest action suspense thrillers. Okay. Do we not make action suspense thrillers anymore? I'm trying to think about the last one I saw. Enemy of the State was pretty good. Enemy of the State was fine. Nothing wrong with Enemy of the State.
Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side. They're your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? Ah, but I know the answer only too well. Buscaron. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. I'm pretty sure your head is coming off. There is something I would like to tell Buscaron. Tell him Laurentius, the fool, says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes.
The Bourne Identity is legitimately really good, but I really don't like the action in that movie. Everything except the action in that movie is great. But I have such a hard time with the action directing in The Bourne Identity. I should go back and watch it again, but like I know what they're doing, and I've seen lots of video essays breaking down how good the action is, and it just does not work for me at all. Oh, God, no. Yes, I know, I do agree that the weirdness of the action is the point. I know what they're trying to do. I understand it contextually, but I still find it completely bewildering and impossible to follow. All right. Hi, Buscaron.
Hi, Laurentius confessed to his crimes. I just had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. The lads had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania is too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference. Just not on his own. Somehow he'd failed to grasp one simple truth. That those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope that them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Uzela. The Sylph Elder has been found.
Guess who just walked in? I said, guess who just walked in? It's Maple! Oh, did she? You were gone a while. Bleh. Gross. Okay. Okay. So if she... Okay, how soft... Sorry. How soft was it? Because we were told that that was a potential side effect to look out for of her vaccine.
So like the first half was normal, and the second half was like very. So like it's fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't like. I'm not worried about it yet.
No, but keep an eye on it tomorrow and see
yeah.
how she goes. Yeah.
You should know. Chat should know.
Maple. Oh. Maple. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Go to your place. Good girl. Good girl. There she is. Look at that pretty puppy. Look at that pretty puppy. So haps. Dang, she demolished that chew. Good lord. She's thinking about it.
So yeah, we should keep an eye on that.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
with your best friend.
Oh, Kachi was there.
Yeah.
Nice.
As we were coming in, Kachi was sitting out. And they had a very good run.
Good. They have such a good time together.
They're so cute.
They are very cute.
I suggested that we should take them off.
And just let them, go ham.
Let them go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maple needs her big pillow.
Yeah, she does.
Was there another dog that she played with, or was it just Kachi the whole time?
There was another dog that they exchanged sniffs with.
Oh, okay, that's
but
not
it
the
was
same.
all Kachi. Oh, wanna see my...
Oh, jeez.
And my elbow.
Yeah. Way to skin your elbow. Meg did a header over a curb today.
Technically, it was back.
Well, yes, sure.
I tripped over backward.
Oh, now I know to poke your elbow.
Now you know to go fuck yourself.
Oh my God! Look at that face on Maple. Poor thing. What? Would allow me to introduce the world's saddest dog. Look at that. Look at the way she's lying. Oh, what a dweeb.
Poor thing. Truly the worst day of her life.
I know.
Yeah. She woke up and went for a nice walk, and then came home and had breakfast, and then had a nap.
I know.
And then woke up and had lunch, and then went for a really long walk, home and had a nap. And then woke up, went for a walk, then came home and had dinner,
And then had a
and then
nap.
had a nap.
And then went for a walk. What a perfect child.
Yeah,
Did she behave herself for the most part while you were out?
she was good.
Good.
Yeah. She got all her biting out with playtime with puppies.
Oh, that's good.
Which was great. The two of them had a nice, rambunctious, vicious playtime.
Yeah. Lots of bitey face.
Lots of bitey face. Lots of standy uppy front paws boxing.
Dog boxing is
They're like-
hilarious.
It's so cute. Yeah. But yeah, she's definitely feeling a bit down on herself.
Yeah.
Poor sad.
Yeah. Well, she's okay. She's just tired.
Yeah, she's fine.
And she's feeling a little under the weather because of her vaccine yesterday.
Don't we all feel a little under the weather? Get the
Exactly. Totally understandable.
vaccine? Yeah. So she's very cute. I'm
But
gonna
she
leave
is very
her-
cute.
I'm gonna get the big pillow for her
Okay. And then just leave her there.
and just put her there. If that's okay with
Sounds
you.
good. Yeah. Okie doke.
When you're done with this.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. All right, Buscaron, what do you got for me? Ooh.
It's taken us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend.
His name is Frixio, and he is the eldest amongst the Sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians.
Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment. And bridges are of no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him.
But there's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of Totorak here in the Southern Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Phrixio was seen, and not that long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him.
Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help Elder One. Poor Phrixio. Poor Phrixio.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold your chocobos! Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow.
Elder One went into Totorak, but is not returned. This one is worried, so very worried.
And you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the Seven Hills was he thinking? Entering that bloody death trap?
Elder had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now.
Ah, the fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Phrixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all our efforts thus far would be for naught. I like that you just flumped the pillow on top of her. I have on several occasions just put it like squarely on top of her and just let her figure herself out. I know. The look she's giving you right now is hilarious. I will tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to the adder's nest and request assistance.
Understood.
Aw. He's nibbling the armadillo. Cute armadillo.
Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard.
I like that she's trying to eat 3 cheese chews at the same time. Or 3 different chews at the same time. I love that every time I play a new music clip or sound clip, everybody in chat just goes, "What?" As if you don't know that I routinely play sound clips. There we go. She settled there having a chew. Uvuzela, go to the 1,000 Maws of Totorak and see that Phrixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. All right. Poiserant.
By order of the Elder Seedseer, the dungeon known as the Thousand Maws of Totarak has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? Are you sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God, strike me down for a purblind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totarak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray, assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready.
Yup. Yep. All right, are we doing this? Are we doing the dungeon? Is that the thing that's happening now? Are we putting together a party? Or am I going to go do something else and we'll do this on Tuesday? The sum of all fears was a good bad one, I agree. Hi, Bean. You're just sitting there looking at me. What's up? Hi, Scooty Boots. Okay, let me poke around. New Gregania. Archer's Guild. Okay, so if I wanted to learn the way of the archer, I would presumably go to the Archer's Guild to do that, yes? Yes, Cotillion and you were there. Are there others? Do we have enough people in chat to play a part to put together a party? That's the question. Okay, we only need 4, and I don't know what roles everybody else is playing, so... All right, I'm just hanging out here. I'm letting you all figure your lives out. Here, let's all just look at Maple for a minute. Maple. Yeah, hi, baby. What a good girl you are. She's very tired. Look at that face, though. What a good face. Meg once again put Maple's collar on upside down. Why won't we let her go to bed? Because she's been waking up at 5:30 in the morning recently. And our only hope to get her to sleep a little longer is to keep her up later. have joined a party with Freyweida Ingelfeld. Maple can't seem to get comfortable. Oh, did you see that flop onto her pillow? What a good flop that was. I mean, we're trying to do a dungeon. We're waiting for people to get online, but worst case scenario, I can just go and take my archer job. Sorry. From one of my various Discord servers, there's a memes channel. This is a quote from a tweet. Microsoft refused to comment about Bing's behavior Thursday, but Bing itself agreed to comment. Oh, the party has now been disbanded, apparently. Maybe the party hasn't been disbanded. I don't know how the party works. The party has not been disbanded. Okay. Good. And yes, Air Force One is a banger. Air Force One is a super good movie. All right, we apparently have 4. We appear to have all classes represented. So as soon as we're ready to walk into the dungeon, I will switch scenes back. Totorak, yes. We are at Totorak.
Maple. Hi, Maple. Good girl.
All right, commence! Oh, there we go.
Light party.
Samwalk, does Man on Fire count? That one came to mind. Presumably Collateral counts. Yes, I also remember Man on Fire being not very good. She's sleeping right now. It's not like I'm not letting her sleep. Heck, I'm not even the one that left her out there. Yes, I agree. All the Jack Ryan movies would be in that category. Why did I think it was Boston that got blown up and not Baltimore? Oh, wait. Treasure chest. Can't use those. Really? You don't think you've seen Shadow Recruit? Kenneth Branagh's in it. Babe guy gets out of Baltimore alive. That's what's important. He's the president of the United States. Babe guy is the guy from Babe. I'm sure he has a name, but I can't remember what it is. The John Clark movie with Michael B. Jordan definitely didn't do bad enough to sink their planned Rainbow Six movie, because they're definitely planning to make a sequel to that very, very bad movie. James Cromwell, that's right. That's the one. Hey, those are a huge upgrade. Wow, okay, we're gonna need those. Ah, there we go. Brigand's Breeches, aka Crime Pants. Babe, the movie about the pig that turns out to be a good sheepdog, is a pretty good movie. Jim Cat, you're trolling now. I don't believe your questions are genuine. That's a lot of spikes. No, my head.
No parents. More darkness. The mighty slayer of Ifrit now comes to me.
Seize that one, Rajiado.
With a countenance that bespeaks understanding.
Thagon well rogue. Tosan no paiki.
An intriguing power, the echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God.
No, Sam Wonk, you can't put RoboCop in this genre.
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark midnight.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo.
The echo.
Yes. Yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
I really hate their use of must needs in the dialogue in this game. That one particular turn of phrase drives me up the wall.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Izandai, you were incorrect. The boss here is not a spider, in fact. It's a scorpion. And those are definitely... How is it already this dead? Ow. I might be standing in the fire, but the least you can do is heal me. Oh, they pulled while I was in the cutscene? Treasure, coffer, clap, 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 clap. An Elm Lord's Tusk. Well, I don't need that, so... Alright, let's do a bunch of emotes. Water float. Bow. Flame salute. Cry. Upset. Fume. Angry. Deny. Slap. Grovel. Air quotes. All right, peace out. No, the Elder! Oh, the Elder's alive! Hooray!
Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish Many-Legged One? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of Little Solace.
Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's Call, sir.
Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all. Where is that accused icon hiding? Accursed icon hiding. No sign of our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order that the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramu will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a Sylph, I should strongly considering myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the Sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion, were you not aware of that the vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose. If you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it, but at this rate, sounds like my first time. No, I must be patient. I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. Sounds like my first time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes, though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? Sounds like my first time. In that alone, you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright, that Lord Baelsar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it.
Those walking ones did for Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that others taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Noxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know what brings walking one to this place. Came to this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding. Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramu. Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside.
Okay. Into the beast's maw. Report to Buscaron. Let's report to Buscaron.
Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder is well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Phrixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us a peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlayan and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lad, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of Kikum fire water.
But you have to wait a year. Okay, Cotton Trapper's tunic. Oh, they're both Cotton Trapper's tunics. Rip.
Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This Azemnia Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to reunite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness.
Which are the Sylphs? The Sylphs are the little cabbages. The flying cabbages are the Sylphs. Everyone's calling them fairy things, but they're clearly cabbages.
A gift from Walking One Buscaron. A gift for these ones. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscaron and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. This one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones.
Ah, there you are, Uzela. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done.
Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Neuraxia. This one is grateful.
A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about?
This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking Ones call them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Toto-Rak. Would that this one had not. In Toto-Rak, a sinister one, robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black. Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am?
Elder Phrixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seed Seeker.
This one sees, so Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu.
Plainly put, yes, your people summoned the Lord of Levin once. Yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm.
It's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows and respects Horned One. Can Isena. Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial Ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu.
Oh. Maple farted? Good lord. Yikes. Woof.
But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland. Where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right.
By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland.
That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions?
A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace.
Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One, Kani Senna.
And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest.
That Sylph Elder's very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him.
Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable.
Anyway, we're gonna head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it.
Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor.
The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace.
Bye.
Please wait, walking one Uuzela. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of these one's trust.
Uh-oh. We're in the echo again.
This one was not mistaken about walking one. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not troubled, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for Touched Ones.
There, I guess. All right, but we are going to drop into Gridania because it is time to call it a night. Zoop. Alrighty, so thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I'll be back on Tuesday, same Matt time, same Matt channel here on twitch.tv/Wiggins at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, playing more Final Fantasy XIV, so I do hope you'll tune in then. Until then, of course, you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, where I post things at Wiggins_TV. And also, if you are a subscriber, you can join the Discord by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's backend, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So please do remember to join the Discord. God, Maple is just a fart machine right now. How many days left of Final Fantasy XIV? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. 6 or 7. It will depend on what time I return home on the 26th, but probably count on 6 and maybe a 7th. All right, that's going to be it. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's have a quick look and see if there's anybody I can throw to this evening. And Nelly is playing Valorant, so let's raid Coach Nelly. Everybody hop aboard this raid train, and I will see you back here on Tuesday. Until then, so long, have a great night, and goodbye.